So do you get many members turn up to your US sessions?
Yeah. The numbers are good for people from North America who attend. It's just, I don't know. I had lots and lots of interest from Australia. And now it just seems like they always have something to do on the days that the event's taking place.
I suppose that's like well, yeah, I mean, everybody's after everybody's time, aren't they? And there's more and more. And that's one of the reasons I'm looking at probably running another event at a different time, like keeping this event, but at this time every week, but running another one. So I've got to try and work out when I'm going to do that based on the current members and where they are and how many people would attend. But I mean, certainly mention that you've got the event directly after this one, you know, post a link in the chat, you know, and I'll be telling everybody to do that anyway. So, you know, if they've got anything coming up, and that's why, like, I posted a link in the membership area asking people, you know, what events they attend, so they could actually promote those themselves and get people to them. But it also gives me a list of network meetings that might be worth visiting as well.
Yes.
We should have some people joining shortly, hopefully. We just hit the top of the hour, or it could just be you and me. Who knows? No, Paul's just come in, so admit Paul. Mr. Woodward, how are we? Still loading.
Hey, Fred.
Mate, you're not even in the background.
Sorry?
You're not even in the background.
I know, I'm a ghost today.
Ah.
Because my camera, why is my camera not on?
Nice lounge room.
Yeah, I know, I'm doing okay for myself.
Just chatting to Brenda. She's got a network meeting directly after this. So once people start joining, it's not worth posting at the moment, Brenda, because anybody else that comes in won't see those posts.
There I am.
There we go. And a better view. We're not looking up in nostrils today.
Yeah, well, I can change it if you want.
So just wait and
there we
a few
go.
more people.
There's my other camera.
I'll just message a few people, see if we can get some more people in. So I was just saying to Brenda that it's just organising this meetings takes a bit of time and effort. So just trying to get people in and communicate and
yep, it's a lot of hard work.
all the normal stuff. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I don't do it.
How's your week been?
It's been good, thank you. I mean, I've just been working, as you've seen, so just working away.
Yep. Well, it might be just a small crew this morning, although it's only, what was it, 3 minutes past. So suppose we'll open it as a open forum until people come in. So if you've got any questions or got any issues with anything, just, you know, bounce it and we'll see if we can help while we wait for other people to come in. So have you got any immediate issues, Paul?
I do not. No.
No, everything's fine.
You know, it's a learning process. You know, you can't speed it up.
Yeah.
It's like getting on those racks and just stretching yourself out so you get taller faster. It doesn't happen that way.
That actually brings to mind. I actually watched, I don't know whether I mentioned this in any of the meetings, but I actually watched a YouTube video of this young girl, and she got this device that you hung off the door frame. and you
Yeah.
were able to do pull-ups.
Yep.
Right. So I jumped on Amazon, had a look, and it was $40. So I figured, oh, I'll grab that. And might be able to do some pull-ups.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you, I got the device, hung it, tried to do one, couldn't even get one.
Yep.
So I sent a message to my eldest son and said, want to laugh? Told him the story. And then he immediately sent me this video of a guy that was doing something similar, but he was actually doing what they call drop downs. So the idea is that you jump up and then drop down, and it builds the muscles to a stage where eventually you could do
it.
you could do pull-ups. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. So it's
So can you do a chin up now?
not a chin up, no. I still can't do a chin up, but I'm doing more and more of the like jump up, hold on, and then slowly release.
Ah, okay.
You know, so that started.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly we lose our muscle as we get older.
Oh, it's like I was a tradie, you know, so like used to originally used to run around with ladders, but once I got into corporate, stopped that exercising and, you know, the physical work, you'd notice you just lose them for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. How's your
Okay.
PowerPoint going, Brenda?
Oh, the animation's still wrong. As soon as I change, okay, maybe I figured it out now. As soon as I change the image, it also changes the order.
Brenda's trying to work out an animation in PowerPoint for her presentation, and it's not working for her. But how's your PowerPoint skills, Paul? You're muted, mate. You're muted.
Sorry, what do you want to do with your PowerPoint?
I'm changing an image in it, but as soon as I change the image, it changes the order that everything appears in. It
Oh, okay. Can you share your screen?
Maybe I've got it. I might have it. Nope, I can't share my screen because Fred has it disabled.
Yeah, let me just. Where is it? Stop sharing chat, rename.
How are you, Paul?
Doesn't give me an option
well,
to
thank
allow
you.
you
How
to
are
share
you?
your screen. Why is that?
I don't know. You're doing something dodgy.
I might have to make you a host. Just hang on, I'll make you a host. So you'll have to.
I fixed it. I have it fixed.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Can you make me the host again, please?
Yep.
So are we sharing the screen? Where are we?
No, she got it fixed, so it's okay.
Oh, so you know how to do the order now, do you?
I've got it. Yeah, I got it.
All right, there we go. You see, that's how good I am. You just talk my name and it pops up right.
It's just that mental telepathy that's going through, you know?
I'm a fixer, you know. I mean, I'm instantaneous.
So was that the new title, Instantaneous Fixer?
That's right. And for those that don't like me, I can be instantaneous fixer in other ways as well.
Sally's just coming in.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, Paul. Sorry, I was just on. I haven't stopped since 7, and the last one just went on. Yeah, cool.
I was the same. I was on one at it was on one at 8 and then one at 10, and just got off to one at 10 about 15 minutes before this one. So it's just like bang, 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 bang.
7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and now 12.
Oh, dear.
Happy birthday, Paul, too. I didn't realize you cheeky monkey the other day was your birthday.
You're muted again, mate.
When you get to my age, you don't count them anymore.
Oh, dear. You got a bit to catch up on me, dude.
You might be surprised.
I was going to do, there's only a small group and everybody here knows what I do. Oh, hang on. Just got somebody else coming in. Cindy Lou. So I will revert back to. Just going to set up a little bit of a presentation as an introduction. So I'm going to run that today as the first time, and I'll, get everybody's critique of it afterwards and see what I need to change or what advice you can give me, because it's all about making this work for everyone, not just for me. So I'm going to share my screen. Hi, Cindy Lou, are you with us, or are you still, is the screen still loading?
It's the coolest name. I haven't seen that before.
I will be with you shortly.
Oh, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen, and then I'll run through this bit of a presentation, and then we can probably start the meeting itself in real time. So let me just pick this. So everybody can see that?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is talk about the 2022 Community Networking Project, and that's what this is. It's and what's in it for members and people attending. So what's inside? Well, people are aware that we've got the Facebook group, and there's currently 100+ members in there. So you get to be part of that Facebook group, and it's a growing community where you can connect with other people, share your thoughts, help people out, ask any questions, just like a normal Facebook group. It's a closed group, and it's currently only open to members, but I'm thinking about actually opening it up to anybody, not just to paid members, but to anybody, so that we can build a community quicker. But the networking component will still be a subscription-based component. So what do you get for that? Well, you get the weekly networking meetings. So that at the moment, it's once a week, and that's at the same time every week at this time. So, but based on, again, on members joining, I'm looking at setting up another couple of meetings at different time zones to allow for people in, say, the UK or in other countries that can benefit from being members as well. You've got a closed members website as part of this as well. And the main reason for the website, and that was my first thought, was to build a website and just sell memberships, but I decided to actually open it up and build a bit more to give more value to the members. So there's a resource library within the website itself. So when members log in, they get access to the resource library, and I call that the vault because it's all locked up and it's safe and it's secure and everybody can get in there. And you don't need the codes or the keys. So it's a growing list of cheat sheets in there at the moment. There's some video tutorials and business tips and hints and whatever. And I'm encouraging other members to actually provide content for that as well. So that not only can they help people, but they can get their message out there. So if you've got a cheat sheet or a business plan or something like that that you've created, that will be a benefit to other members, I'd encourage you just to send it to me, and we'll load, if it's appropriate, we'll load it up into the vault so everybody can get access to it. Also on the website, there's a members directory, and I'm asking members to send me their details with a photo so we can add that to the directory. And it was actually interesting because I was on another networking meeting earlier just before this, and the guy is a web guy as well, but he set up the directory in a different fashion. So it was actually interactive. So when you clicked on somebody's image, it actually opened it up and gave you all the details, and there was a video option for people could introduce themselves. So I'll probably look at building that directory out so it's got a lot more value in it than just a list of names with what people do. The International Online Business Advertising Portal, I owned a website called localbusiness.directory, and I created that during COVID to help businesses get their message out there at no cost. So people can put their business details up there. There's also an option to have a featured listing, which gives you more content, more real estate to post your information. And as being a member of this community, you get access to that feature listing at no cost. So, and that's a 12-month listing. So you can put your business up there, add your details, and there's an SEO benefit in all of that because it gives you another listing on Google. When Google scrapes the site, it picks up all your details and it will give you another tick in Google's eyes. Monthly masterminds coming soon. So I'm working on that to work out how the format of that's going to be delivered. and what what kind of content and what people would want out of a mastermind, and how we will cover that off. But that's I'm looking at building that out at the moment, and that's probably one of the tasks that's got a priority for me at the moment. The other big benefit is that you get a 30-minute strategy session with me for being a member. Now, normally I charge $20.22 for that for members, but as a paid member, you actually get that for free as a bonus. And I think that's priceless anyway, but that's just me. The history of this group started last year when I was in another networking group, and a lady called Misty Henkel was promoting her services, and she said that she didn't want the price to be a barrier for anybody joining her community and her services. So she offered her 30-minute coaching session. Because the year was 2021, she offered her 30-minute coaching session for $20.21. And my eyes just lit up, and I just went, wow, that's a gimmicky thing to get people in. So that night I actually set up the 2021 Facebook community group, free group, invited members in, and over the last few months, we've actually got over 100 members in. And that's where this evolved from. Now, while I was working in that group and developing it, I got the feeling that people wanted a bit more, that they just didn't want to be part of a normal standard Facebook group. So I decided that I was going to build out the group by offering the referral network component, which is this, the membership site, which is a repository of information as that as well. And as time goes on, we will be adding more value to the membership area as well. So that's really the history, and that's where we are. That's where we've come to today. Why would you join? And if you're not a member of this group, why would you join another networking group? Well, it's pretty basic. If you want more referrals, you've got to meet more people, and the more networking groups you join, the better. But obviously, time's an issue, so you need to be selective of who your group are and who the people are that you meet. But unless you go and have a look at another networking group, you're never going to know. So that's why I've started to actually post links up in the group to other networking groups, to invite people to check them all out. And hopefully by that, they'll come back and they'll join ours, and we'll build our community to help everybody grow their business. So that's really what it's about, because if you don't spread the word about your business, then nobody's going to know about it. So you need to be telling as many people as possible. And online networking is probably a good way to do that at the moment. Meet more people, learn from others, share your knowledge, raise your profile, and build your referral network. There are a couple of reasons why you would join another networking group. How much does this membership cost? Well, current membership is based on a bi-monthly subscription, and this will change to a monthly subscription on the 1st of March. But the good news is that members joining in February will be grandfathered in at the bi-monthly subscription rate. So if somebody joins today, they will, and it won't change next year either. It will always be 2022 for that. And that's the $20.22 US is the subscription model. And that will change. In May, that will become a weekly subscription, because every month we decrease the actual subscription level. So next month, it will be 1 month. The month after that, it will be 2 weeks. And then in May, it will be everybody joining in May will be paying $20.22 per week, because by then we'll have a nice community with lots of value, lots of people in there that can share their knowledge, share their wisdom, and help people grow their business. So now it's time for introductions. And this is the meat of the networking meeting. So what I want to do now is move around the room, get everybody to introduce themselves, tell us your name, your company name, what you do, and who you serve. And what I mean by who you serve is that it's like, who would you like as a referral? Who is the person that you want us to help you find? So that's what I mean by who do you serve. So with that, I'll invite Brenda to answer the questions and tell us, your name, your company name, what you do, and who you serve. And then I'll move around the room and I'll stop sharing the screen. So welcome, Brenda.
Well, thank you, Fred. So my name is Brenda Marie Sheldrake. My business name is Linking with Heart, and I help entrepreneurs to generate more qualified leads for their business using a variety of tips, tools, strategies, training sessions, and events. And then once you have those leads, I help you to sell ethically, effectively, and efficiently by inviting you to my weekly Selling on the Spot Marketplace online events. And I have one that is just for people from Australia, and it happens to be taking place tonight.
Thanks, Brenda. So who are you looking for as an ideal referral packet? But on your event, it actually happens directly after this one. So when Brenda puts the link in, if you've got time, I'd encourage you to attend that as well. So who is your ideal referral?
So my ideal referral, well, there's two groups of people that I'm looking for. I'm looking for entrepreneurs who want to increase their sales. The average number of sales for my events is 5. So people who are looking to increase their sales, any entrepreneur. And then also I'm looking for people who are in direct sales, because when you bring new team members into direct sales, one of the first things that they ask quite often is, they ask 2 questions. They say, who am I going to sell to? And they say, I don't like selling. I'm afraid of selling. So my event helps them to overcome their fear of selling. And my training and programs and lead generation helps them to find people to sell to. So that's the 2 groups of people I'm looking for right now.
Terrific.
And especially if you know any entrepreneurs in Australia, because I'm hosting my Australian event once a month, and I would really like to have more Australian people at it.
Terrific. Sally, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, yep, I'm Sally Estlin from Holistically Fit. I'm a holistically fit specialist. So I'm based about half an hour away from Fred in coastal Victoria, we could say. And so, yeah, as I've got a massive toolbox and all that sort of stuff, but who I serve is basically anybody who's feeling really stuck, stressed or overwhelmed, and they really want some help because they're a bit fearful and they want to shift from fearful to fearless and really shift themselves from crappy to happy. So I work on shifting your energy so that you can let go, step up and be more of yourself and find that deeper connection with yourself and with your life. And that's it. And I have a podcast and I have a journal as well.
And who's your ideal client, or who would you like a referral?
Well, ideally, it's sort of chicks, single divorced chicks, 40s to 60s, whose kids have sort of got their mums usually, and their kids have just got a bit older, and it's taking time now to focus on themselves once they've done all the heavy lifting, getting the kids to a certain level.
Terrific. Thanks. Cindy Lou. I think you're muted.
Let me unmute.
Yep.
I'm an author, speaker, content creator, and online business implementalist who helps people with their visual and their voice branding and I focus on social audio app education and branded promotional offer creation using Canva to create. And I work with my Be Bold You team to get your tech and your story and your call to actions together so that you can get your message out. And when you find yourself asking how to, think Cindy Lou, don't Google it, Cindy Lou it.
And your ideal client or referral?
Right. My ideal client, or the ones that I work with the most, are usually people who they know exactly what their message is. A lot of them are authors. They've already got their, they know what they want to say. They just don't know how to do the tech behind, how do you open a room? How do you do all of those things? Or they need ideas about how to title their rooms and what to do with that and getting their message out. And also putting all that together with social media and piecing it all together. So
thanks. What Cindy Lou is talking about there is Clubhouse, because with the rooms and the audio it's an audio platform, and we met in there. So I'm pretty prolific on Clubhouse, and I generate lots of leads from Clubhouse. So I'd encourage everybody to check it out. I think there's something like, it's 60 million rooms a day or something at the moment. It's huge platform, and different topics covering, different genres, different people, all the rest.
Yeah, when you go on though, you won't see that many because you'll be new. So you'll only see a few. They don't show you all of, you never see all of them. You see what's related to you and what you like. So.
And you can put in what you like as well. And it'll actually, in the whole way, it'll actually promote those rooms to you as well. So it's certainly worth checking out. Paul, your turn.
Okay, so my name is Paul Woodward. I'm with a company called LifeVantage. LifeVantage has a breakthrough in health and well-being with a product called Pro Tandem. Sorry, it's just reading the message. Protandem is a breakthrough in that it reduces oxidative stress in your body. What does that mean? So people that have inflammation, sore joints, aches, pains, any kind of disease, or not at ease with anything else, for about $2.50 Australian a day, you can reduce your oxidative stress quite substantially. People that I'm looking for is, well, as we age, we don't repair as fast as we used to when we were kids. So anybody that's got any kind of aches, pains, disease.
Thanks, Paul. I guess it's my turn now. I'm Fred Gillen. I'm from Melbourne. Obviously founded this group here, but I also do digital marketing and I help small business with any of their online marketing. But really what I'm looking for out of this group is to actually build a group. So although I am looking for, normally looking for clients in the marketing space and helping people, what I'm really hoping for is to build this group over the next 12 months. So it becomes one of the best known groups, and then we can start looking at expanding it and offering services elsewhere as well. So my referral I'd be looking for today is just invite somebody next week. Simple, right? Let's double the amount of people that come into the room every week. And by the end of the year, we'll have a nice community of people helping each other. So that's really what I'm looking for today. Now, Sally.
Are you looking for that locally or are you looking for that internationally?
No,
Just,
internationally. Internationally. I mean, hence, I invited you. So yeah. Yep.
Oh, I only live over in New Zealand. I'm not like around the globe.
Well, across the ditch.
Across the ditch.
Yeah, but Brenda's actually in the US. So
Canada.
Oh, very cool.
sorry. Whoa, geez, slap on the wrist for that.
Where'd she say? Canada?
Canada.
Canada.
Oh, don't make that mistake. Ooh, that's a bad one.
No. God, I've got to write that one down for sure.
It's okay to call an American a Canadian, but not the other way around.
Yeah, it's like calling the Irish a Brit, Whoa, get back off. So Sally, we actually spoke offline about the other networking event that we were in last week, where you actually presented what I thought was a great presentation. So would you like to present that again here today?
Sure. So as I just mentioned briefly, I put together this wellness mindset journal. It's a 30-day journal. And so I just did a presentation, which Paul sat through the other day. It's only like 5 minutes of, why journal and the importance of it, just showcasing a little bit of, it was in the information section of our networking group. So I'll just share the screen if that's okay, Fred.
I might have to make you a host, I think, for some reason.
But I think it would be good if everyone sort of presented little bits and pieces about their business and with a little bit more, or highlighting one aspect of it. Good.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I'm looking at implementing. And so I've just made you a host.
Okay.
So you should be able to share your screen.
Finally, there. Let's see if this is the one. Is this the one? No,
Yep.
Hang on. Yeah, but I've got the wrong one. Hang on, let me just go back. I had 2 pages up. All right, can you see that?
The holistic fit.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the front page, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so play slideshow. There we go. Okay, so as I said before, I'm the holistically fit specialist, and I put together this wellness mindset journal. It was actually after I went to Joe Dispenza for a week in Mexico, and I came back and I was all inspired. I'd meditated my butt off for a week. I came back and put it together in a weekend. That was about 3 or 4 years ago now. So yeah, they're $24.95 in Australia with free postage and a marginal amount for overseas as well. So let me just get the page. So why create a journal? I have got the wrong one up here. I've got all my notes somewhere else. Can we just stop for a second?
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
Just start again. It's fine. We've got a bit of time.
There we go. There we go. And take it through, because I couldn't find my notes that I had to it. One of those days. Okay, so I was working as a PT, and I still am a personal trainer, but I found with my online clients especially that everybody had a little bit of knowledge about something, but not a sort of an overall understanding about the importance of your mindset and how our thoughts can change our lives, so to speak. So I put it all together, and basically like a 101 in mindfulness journal. So how journaling can help you? Well, it helps create positive change. It's so powerful to actually write things down so we can have thoughts and feelings in our head or feeling things inside. But when we bring it up and out, the power is just so amazing. So it helps you have the greater awareness on how you think, feel, act, react as well. So it helps you keep track of yourself. Basically, it takes, as you know, about 28 days to change a habit or create new ones. So when you're constantly doing something day by day, you're behind the scenes creating new habits and thought processes. It lifts your brain in a more positive, uplifting way. And it starts to just shift your energy and perception around everything in your everyday life, because you can reset your perception and attitude by self-guiding your mind. So like with anything in life, having structure, routine, and accountability, having that consistency, the structure, it helps maintain momentum, and it helps you achieve your goals and create that positive mindset. It might be around eating better, losing weight, saving money, getting a new partner. It helps you think in a more positive way. It's a motivating tool to bring in some consistency. And this is something I just made up last week. Accountability propels success, because I know from trying to do online programs and that sort of thing myself, and also selling them, 97% of them just don't stick, because people they've got no one kicking them up their butt to say, hey, come on, finish this. So when you're journaling, at least it's something that you've got on your desk that you can go to every day. Okay, so how it works, it shifts you from crappy to happy. You can start anytime. You fill it out over 30 days, and you have check-ins along the way. Ideally, you want to order one every 3 weeks so that you're constantly upgrading and uplifting yourself as you're going along, so that you have 12 in a year. It's basically a foundation step to make you feel better as you get to know yourself better and create more positive change in your life. So you can direct message me for them. I have it on Etsy or my website. And as I said before, it's free postage in Oz. And I think it's about $17 for the USA and Canada. And I sell one a week at least overseas, and I don't advertise it. It's just people are looking for that self-help. It's time where people are starting to wake up. So if you want more than a journal, or if you're struggling to fill it in, you can book in for, I've got on the 2022 movement clarity session, or I've got some accountability classes starting in March. I also offer 1 hour online coaching, mentoring, and healing sessions, particularly focusing on shifting and lifting your energy. I'm a Bling Angel, and you've probably come across Bling Angels before. So I do card readings where we support and guide and direct you with some questions that you may have, get some deeper understanding about what's really going on underneath. As a PT, I do online stretch classes, and that was quite good during COVID, because people were stiff and sitting in their desks the whole time and just getting away and getting on the foam roller or whatever it is. I also do hands-on healing sessions on the table, so that's in person, and they're about 2.5 hours, and they're really deep and powerful, and I do 32 bars stuff and the esoteric massage and a whole lot of stuff like that. I also sell Find Your Bling game, which is another intuitive board game, which is $295 plus postage. And then I've got some workshops coming later in April, some Bling Angel workshops. And at the moment, I'm working on this amazing 90-day journal, which is incorporating a 12-week self-discovery journey. So every day you're doing different activities to really understand yourself better, and how you tick, and how it affects your habits and behaviors. So that's it in a nutshell. I'll stop sharing. So that was just a little intro into journaling, why it's good to get you back on track with it, and also just a little bit more about myself and what I offer. So there you go. Thank you, Paul, for the opportunity, and thanks for listening, guys.
So has anybody got any questions of Sally?
Yes, Sally.
Yes,
So
Paul.
can you tell us more about those accountability classes that you do?
Yeah, so it came out, I was thinking about it anyway, because my theme this year is accountability. I'm finding for real work to get achieved, people like just to have a place to go to where someone's going to do a check-in, a kick up the butt, whatever it is. And I've run several groups on Messenger, but with the accountability classes, it was to come across, it was starting out with journaling people, but I will extend it to just everything. I'd love to have a space where people can come once a week, be working on their different topics, just do a check-in, ask for help or guidance, but really just to get some shit done, because it's so busy and noisy online at the moment that, yeah, we can go and look at this and go and look at that. That's why I brought up Clubhouse, Fred. If we can do it in the space, then it's done and dusted. We've committed ourselves to be here. So let's make the most of that time and get, do some stuff. So that was the idea, is with the accountability, yes, come and learn how to journal if you're getting stuck on gratitude or affirmations, but also taking it the next step of like, let's build it into some more self-awareness stuff where we can get some work done in the class. It might be 45 minutes. That's what I'm thinking. So that we're all very time stretched, but where you walk away ticking a box saying, I've got some shit done, because words cheap, action is everything. So yeah, that's my idea.
Keep me up to date with that. I'm sure you will anyway. But
yeah, Monday 9:30 on the 21st of March, I think I'm starting. But anyway, I'll let you know.
9:30 morning or evening?
The other thing I'd encourage everybody to do is to actually put all the contact details in
That's
the
a good
chat.
idea. Yeah.
Right. So I'd like you to include your phone number if you don't already do that, because I want to add people to an SMS reminder so that you don't forget about the meetings. So we can do that. That'd be great. So has anybody got any other hints and tips that they might want to share with the group?
Well, I just wanted to say that, Sally, I had a Bling Angels session just the other day, and I absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And what I said, and I'm going to put it into a testimonial, but I hope it doesn't offend anybody else, because what I actually said was, this was better than any tarot. Like when I first heard about your cards, I thought it was like tarot cards. And I thought, okay, like I love tarot readings. But tarot readings have never really helped me to resolve something.
Yeah.
This reading, when we did the Bling session, like I had some concrete answers.
Yeah.
And the interesting part was that I didn't even go in knowing what my definite question was. It was kind of like, okay, what do I do next? Yeah. What do I need to know? And it just clarified something that had just been kind of floating around in the back of my head. And it just brought it all up shiny and clear.
Fred, I'm happy to pull a few cards for everyone if you want to spend 5-10 minutes just getting deeper answers to any questions, if anyone's open to that, because it's really powerful. It's there's 8 different decks of cards and they've all got a different energy to them, but even in small groups, whatever cards are pulled out, it's very relevant to each of you individually, even as a group. So you never pull a wrong card, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm open to do any of that, Fred, if you...
Yeah, I'm happy if everybody else is open to it. Yeah.
Well, I do have another question for you, Sally, because I understand that each of you kind of have an individual specialty as far as how you're using it.
Yeah.
What do you consider like your Bling specialty?
Well, as a personal trainer and as my business is called Holistically Fit, I work on people getting fitter in their minds, bodies, and their spirits. So we've all got muscles, and if you don't move them, you lose them. So it's utilizing your muscles on all levels. So greater connection on a spiritual level, greater connection with yourself emotionally and physically as well. So just from stretching your body. So yeah, if you're all open to it, you can write down a question that you'd like some answers to. It's all very private, don't have to share it. And what I do is just pull some cards, and then the very first thought that comes to you with the card that we pull up, and then we just pull a couple of other cards. So there's all different types of as I said, energy within each of the decks, and they have some reading. So I literally just pulled some cards up. So we can spend maybe 5 minutes, Fred, if that's okay with everyone, just doing a couple of cards, because everyone has questions, or if you don't have anything, you could say, what do I need to know today? But something like that, you just put it out there, getting some guidance for it. Just peels off a few layers about stuff. For example, my sister, she came along to one of the readings. We did small groups, and she said, "Oh, I want to get a puppy. Should I get a puppy?" Well, it all unraveled to why you're wanting a puppy. And when she went into it, she was just feeling really lonely, and she'd just broken up with a guy, and she was, and she was just like, "Oh, I don't know why I'm really drawn to wanting a puppy." And in the end, she didn't get a puppy. She just went on dating service, found another bloke.
So now she just pats him on the head, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Sit. So if everyone writes down a question that they want some answers to, or if there's no particular question, you can say, what do I need to know today?
You want us to put that in the chat, or we just say it here?
Oh, no, you just keep it to yourself, because it can be a little bit.
Oh, okay. So we don't need to share it with you.
No, not at all.
Oh,
You
right.
write it
Okay.
down to yourself, so you can keep it really private. You can share if you like, because then we can unpack it. But because we're just getting to know each other, and I haven't met Cindy Lou before, but when we do these, we normally do, like Brenda would have had it, share it with Alison, and we get down deeper. But this is giving you a little bit of a taste of how the Angel Bling cards work, really. So I'm just
Sally, if I can interrupt you for just 1 minute, because I'm going to have to jump off before the end of the session.
okay.
Fred, can you private message me a number between 1 and 3? Just send me a private message with a number between 1 and 3.
That's a trick question, isn't it?
Well, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, you picked your number. Okay, I am going to gift a ticket to my Selling on the Spot marketplace that starts right after this event. If you guys can attend, then pick a number between 1 and 3, and the person who picks the number that Fred gave me. The reason Fred's not in it is because Fred's already attending.
Yeah.
If you would like to join me tonight, then pick a number. Just tell me what it is. I can see Fred's number now.
What time is it tonight?
Directly after
It's-
this.
Immediately after this, and it runs
Right.
for 2 hours.
At 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yes.
1 o'clock our time. Oh,
I just got too much on. I'd love to,
Okay.
Brenda, I'd love to. I just
Yeah,
got too much
I've got a
on.
meeting too.
It runs every month, Paul, so I will connect with you again. We have to do a one-on-one yet, so.
Yeah, let's do a one-on-one, and if it's in my diary, then it's in my diary or my calendar. If it's not, I just, gets pulled up.
Okay. Sally, are you interested?
I do have another meeting today, but I have to pre-plan because my
Of
diary.
course. Okay.
You've seen how busy Sally is.
Cindy Lou?
I have another meeting if she has internet. If she doesn't have internet, then I don't. So I'm a maybe.
Okay. Well, you're the winner then. So I'll put the link into the chat for you. And that way, if you can join, then just jump on, okay? You'll catch on perfectly to it. There's nothing really complicated about it.
Okay.
It's a networking and sales event. The only thing to think about if you're joining us, think about something you're going to offer them, because you are going to make an offer.
Awesome. Sounds great.
that was an interesting play on the spinning wheel, wasn't it, Sally? So just think of a number.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's what I do with coding, but that's a whole nother hat that I have on. So like coming back to your question, and I'll just spend a couple of minutes. So we have all different decks, and so we've got all the, I've spun the dice and pulled the deck that we're drawn to for this one. The first one is the Bling Boost deck. And this card just gives you a little bit of information around the card out of this deck. So, and then I'll read you the actual card that I've drawn. So the Bling Boost deck, this uplifts your soul. It's like a disco ball reflecting your beautiful self, increasing your confidence and giving you a boost of positive energy. When you choose a Bling Boost card, read it and notice how spectacular it makes you feel. When you feel good, it energizes your mind, body, and soul. So notice how this card relates to your question. Life is for you and about you, so live with purpose and passion. So I've drawn a card from the Bling Boost deck, shuffled it through, and what's come out, so looking at your question, think about when I show you this card and read it, how it relates to your question. You can do the impossible. right? So it might be validating what you were thinking. Am I on the right direction? What sort of instantly comes to you? I'm getting goosebumps, so there's some alignment there. I get stuff that comes through. So write down anything in relation to that, you know, oh yes, I can do it. Any doubts, whatever, overcome those doubts, sit with more trust and belief. I'm going to pick a growth card now. Right, no new beginnings, no new beginnings, right? New beginnings. So next I'm going to pull a new beginnings card. So this deck is about a fresh start. It's like you have a magic wand and your wish is your command, creating a new mindset and new opportunities. So when you choose a new beginnings card, read it and notice how any old energy that no longer serves you can fade away for something new and exciting to flow in. So a fresh start is good for the soul. Notice how this card relates to your question. So find your power from within and take a leap of faith. You will be amazed by what you find on the other side. So out of the new beginnings deck. So all of these decks of cards are also as a board game. So you can play it as a board game called Find Your Bling game, or you can do just the card readings. So Paul, I'll ask you to tell me to stop shuffling. Stop, yep. Big or little?
Big.
Okay, top, middle or bottom?
Middle.
Okay, let's see what card comes out. So looking at your question, and all of these cards build on it. So the first one was, you can do the impossible. The second card is, do I feel ready to put my big girl panties on and create the change I've been looking for? Is it time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? This is how where change comes. So this
What
is,
if I don't have panties?
well, big boy panties, right? So
Too much information, Paul.
the first one was, you can do the impossible. So it's saying, yes, you got this, you can do it. The second card then leads into, am I ready to put on my big girl panties or big boy panties, pull up my socks and create the change I've been looking for? So am I ready to get comfortable with being uncomfortable? Am I ready to be a little bit vulnerable, put myself out there? So write down any notes that you feel relating to that. I'm next going to pull, we've got two more cards, if that's okay, Fred.
Yeah, sure.
All right, the next one. So new beginnings can be a little bit challenging. So each of the decks get you in different ways. Some of them lift you up. Some of them like really try to challenge you and say, come on, you can do this. Like these cards so far are saying, you're ready for this, you can do it, but come on, it's time, no more mucking around, it's action time, right? So that's what's coming up. So growth section, the growth cards now, these ones can be a little bit challenging too. So the growth cards, it's about evolving and allowing yourself to grow more of your absolute gorgeousness. By opening your heart, you embrace compassion and positive energy, allowing the essence of you to flow. So when you choose a growth card, read it and notice any insights your heart receives. So this is where you really tap in. Understanding comes from deep within. Notice how this card relates to your question, because your heart holds the answers. It knows the way. Trust it, right? Ooh, I'm going to shuffle. Who would like to pick the next card?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Little or big?
Little.
Okay, top, middle or bottom?
Top.
Okay, so the growth card. Now, remember, these cards build on from the last one, so you can do the impossible. You know, you're ready to, create the change you've been looking for. And the next one is, what opportunities excite me and why? So that's very much leading on from the last one, creating the change you've been looking for, and where are your opportunities lying? What's bringing you your joy? You know, following the path that's really going to give you some passion along with your purpose, right? Tapping into that path, because we've got so many choices, and, let's keep it simple. Let's go down the path that's going to really bring you some joy with all these different opportunities. So
What was that deck called?
that's the growth deck.
Thanks.
So yeah, the new beginnings and growth can be a little bit challenging because they take you out of your comfort zone, or really just give you that bit of a push that you need sometimes. Right. So the last deck I'll pull today is the inspiration deck, right? So the inspiration deck is about connecting with your intuition, your inner intelligence, and inspiring new ideas to touch your life. It's like receiving a gift from a wise owl, allowing you to express your creativity. So when you choose an inspiration card, read it and notice the awareness and clarity you receive. Inspiration is a very personal thing. So notice how this card relates to your question. Inspiration awakens new possibilities and excites your passion and purpose from within. So who would like to pick the card? Cindy Lou, Brenda, either or.
Brenda.
Yeah, tell me when to stop, both.
Stop.
Okay, big or little?
Big.
Okay, top, middle, or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom. Okay, so let's see what inspiration card you've pulled. So it doesn't matter who pulls the card. When we're doing small groups, the cards relate to everybody. It's amazing at the energy that happens. Okay, this one. Old ways won't open new doors. Wow, if that's not like a little full stop on what we've just gone through, just having that empowering you, right? Saying, yes, you can do this. It's ready for change. Come on, let's create the change that you've been looking for. Follow down the path which really excites you. And we've got to do things differently because that's how change happens, right? So that's, see how it all comes together with a nice full stop and how each deck gets to you in different ways. This is sort of an inspiring you, lifting you up. So when we look at the cards, you can do the impossible. You know, are you ready to, you know, create the change you've been looking for? Pull up that big girl or big boy undies and socks. What opportunities excite me and why? And just remind yourself that old ways won't open new doors. So there we go. That was just a little bit of a bling reading for you, but you can see how it takes you on a journey. No matter what your question is, it makes you like get deeper within yourself. And so we support and guide and direct you along through these cards to get some deeper wisdom out of your questions. Do you like that?
Yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Can you make me host again, please, Sally?
Oh, sorry.
Where were
Thank you
these
so much,
created, Sally?
So there's a lady called Angie Rassi that we've all met, a number of us from, oh, hang on, I'm trying to share through Business at Breakfast. And she's created this board game called Find Your Bling Game. And I'm trying to see how to share the thing with you.
You just highlight,
Sorry, I'll be 1
make
second.
me host. You should highlight me.
Under participants, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Fred. And so it was originally a board game created, and so there is a game, but we can also just do the readings as well. And a portion of the sales of the games goes towards women's shelters for domestic violence. So it's all about, it was designed for the board game in particular for chicks to come together and empower themselves and dig deeper into what's going on in their lives in a safe but fun way. So there you go. It's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for allowing me to share that. And yeah, back to you, host.
This has all been recorded. So what I'll do is I thought that was a great segment. So what I'll do is I'll cut the recording out, Sally, and just share that if you want to share it with somebody as well.
Sure.
So,
I'll take a photo and send it to you of the cards because it's always nice. You can put it in the group just to have it there.
Yeah,
because, yeah, how did you find it, Paul? You haven't had a bling reading before?
Oh, very interesting. I loved it actually. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Cindy Lou?
Oh, it definitely fit my question.
Yeah. And isn't it amazing? It just, many times it just validates what you were thinking inside, or it gives you the courage to say, yeah, it is time. You know, the cards, you never get a wrong card, right? So, you know, we can all sort of procrastinate or go, oh, I'm not really sure. It's a little bit frightening, but, you know, it just says, no, it's time, baby. All of you, it's all time to be marching forward, onwards and upwards for sure. That's come through really clearly.
Yeah, I think I got that. That's what I got out of it. It was all positive stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like every one of the statements had a positive bent to it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, the growth and new beginnings can be really challenging. You know, we've been running these midday magic classes for quite a while this year or last year. And people was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. It's like tapping into within yourself, your subconscious stuff is coming out. So that's like what I was saying, writing stuff down. So writing your question down, you're actually putting it down, and then, you know, going down that rabbit hole of, whoa, where's this taking me? It can be very uncomfortable.
Okay, thanks, Sally. Just a question. I think everybody was here when I did the actual my PowerPoint presentation. Has anybody got any comments on that, or was any of it confusing, or was there something that you've got questions on that you would like to add in? So for new people coming into the group, so it explains to them what it's about.
On all of those contact things, or the Facebook group or the networking, because my inbox in my head is so full. I can't remember what the Facebook group is called, where the website is with the vault, all that sort of stuff. So the actual, put the names
Link.
in there.
Okay.
Yeah, the links
Yep.
or something, or maybe just put it in the chat, maybe.
Yep.
So that I can just, like I said before, I'm action on the spot. Like I'll leave here, I've got another meeting. Oh my God, I should have done that, but I can't remember where to go, type of thing.
What I think you should do, Sally, is you get that one-on-one with him, and maybe you can just walk through one-on-one each of those little things and help you with that, because there's a lot. I'm like you, overwhelmed with it all.
You finding that too, Cindy Lou? There's a lot going on in your space at the moment. I'm just finding so much WhatsApp or messenger groups or.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Where does this person, where do I connect with this person? Where did they say they like to? Oh my goodness, which inbox is this in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
And that's something, Fred, I think everyone's struggling with. So as part of networking, how do you cut out the noise? How do you stay single focused, and what do you cull and what do you stay with? You know, I think that would be a really good focus in the networking, like you did do it at the beginning. It's great to be involved in lots of groups, but man, I'm so time poor and it's only February. It's like,
Well, I think we're all the same. I mean, I'm in a fair few groups that you're in as well, and
Yeah.
and it's like, how much time do you spend on that, and what's the return on investment? Because your time is expensive. Doesn't matter where you are, and it's all right socializing in networking groups, but unless you're actually getting value out of it and developing a relationship and to be blunt, getting referrals of some fashion, they're probably not worth it, or if you're getting knowledge out of it, well, that's fine as well. But and that's really where I want to take this. So I want to deliver what people are looking for, not what I think they're looking for. So hence the reason for the question.
Ooh.
So we got any more questions for anybody, me or Sally or Cindy Lou or Paul? Because we're getting pretty close to the top of the
So
hour.
the 2022, that was for what now? It's
Bi-monthly, every 2 months. It's
every
recurring.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, and if we join now, does that carry on
Yep.
when it
Grandfathered
goes
in.
to the, okay.
Yep. It will never change unless you cancel and you come back in, then you come back in at whatever the rate is at that time.
Got it. Okay.
It's a good question. So I need to probably clarify that.
So if I'm inviting people in to the group, this is a free part, but then you have something, all the other pieces are the paid.
Correct. This is actually, visitors get two weeks, so they can come twice.
Okay.
To this meeting. If they want to come more than that, and they can see a benefit, then they subscribe. Right?
Then they subscribe. Okay.
Yeah. But they don't get access. Even the visitors don't get access to the website, the information, what I call the vault, where we're growing video tutorials on stuff like that. So yeah, I want to talk to you offline, Cindy Lou, about the presentation for Clubhouse. Cindy Lou has actually agreed to do a presentation next week on Clubhouse.
Oh, excellent.
So I'd encourage both of you to attend.
Oh, I'm a Bling thing. Are you recording them though? Because I'm
Yeah. They're all recorded. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, I look forward to that one, Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be good. So I'll talk to you offline of how we present that. So because I've got a couple of ideas on it as well.
Sounds good.
All right. I think it's getting close to time, guys. I'm probably going to call it unless anybody has got any more input or questions.
All good, thanks.
I
All
thank you, Fred.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate you
Sally.
being here.
Thanks, Fred.
Take care.
See ya,
Cindy.
bye.
And send out the invoice for next week. What I was going to talk to you about, the others have gone now, so I'll mention it at the moment. You're
Just
muted.
stop the recording first.
That's a good idea, actually.
I do this often.